go, that just there. And that's all taken care of. Hey gang, welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. We're down here at the farm. I love being down here at the farm. You can see I've had a little light installed with a bit of a workbench. It's getting a bit dark in here though now. We're gonna go up for a sleep. In the morning we've got this ready to go. Don't know how much fertilizer's in there. What, 3%, 86 litres. We've got to fertilize our lawn. So that's the first job that we've got to do. And then I guess, look, it's going to be towards the beginning and end of November. We've got to pick up some contract work. Potentially a couple of things we might do is, well, buy another block of land. How are the chickens doing? Hello, chickens. Or potential, well, yeah, buy another block of land would be the way to go, wouldn't it? We do need to buy a trailer. We've got lots of stuff we need to buy. Lots of stuff we need to do. So let's go up and have a nap anyway and see where we're at for the day. And we'll get into the episode. Okay, good morning. Here we are, it's 8 AM. We have set this on, we'll go to 3. Our money's come out, 109, I think, are we on pounds? 109 of whatever we're whatever our currency is at the moment, I haven't checked that. 109 of it came out for property maintenance anyway. Right, we may as well start the day. It's kind of still dark at 8 AM, isn't it? It is November the 2nd. The month's funny when you have 2 months set for each month, 2 days set for each month. The first day will be the first, and the second day will be the second, and then when you skip again, or it goes into the next day, it becomes the next month. It's quite weird. I don't know why it doesn't just do the end of the month the way it is, but it is what it is anyway. Right, so we'll just back up here. Oops, ham. Probably too far. Let's hook that up now. Lovely. I don't know whether I want to keep manual attach on or not, or go with the get a bit of light on too, or go with the automatic attach. I kind of like a little bit of realism in the manual attach, having to get out and hook it up, even though, you know, would be a bit harder in real life. Right, let's fill up. Okay, perfect. And let's go out and fertilize our lawn. Let's double check that it does need fertilizing. I'm pretty sure it definitely does. Okay. Let's just bring up the map. Crop types. We want to go soil composition. Please take that off and fertilized. Yeah, you can see that's darker. We definitely need to fertilize ours. Field 12 or 11. I'd like to buy field 11 because actually I would like to buy 6 and 11. We do have the potential to take a loan. I don't really want to take a loan. Back. I didn't want to hit back, even though. What are they actually, crop types? What do we got in here? What's field 6? Potatoes. Oh, I tell you what, potatoes could, I wonder how much it would cost to lease that. Potatoes could net us a good little profit actually also. How much is that field? Field 11, what are you? Grass. Okay, it's a grass field. Now, field 11 and field 12 seem like they're not that different in size. Oh, it's 14,000. You know, we could just buy that now. I'd be done with it. And this one is what? 27,000. It's 12. It's up 12%. This one's still down 7%. I'll have a think about that while we do this. While we do a bit of what do we do? Oh, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Do you think we should go ahead and buy it? I think that potato field right next to us could be the go, and we're buying it with already a potato crop in it, ready to harvest for next year. So we can potentially replant that and then sell off some of the profit as well. Oops, try not to drive in their field too much. Let's just check that that actually worked just then. Okay, that's working beautifully. Sorry that we're in the trees. Sorry, everyone. It's still quite dark for 8:15 in the morning down here, isn't it? So I'll just whip around these headlands a little bit. Yeah, what to do? It's not a bad problem having to figure out what property you want to buy, in all honesty, but nonetheless, it's a problem that we've got at the moment. Can we see where we're going here? Not really. I've got not many trees left around here, but I've got enough trees to warrant getting in the way. I bet you do a bit of zoom out like that. Oh, that's pretty. Turn the lights off. Let the morning happen. Wake up, it's a beautiful morning. I could have probably done this field a lot better. I'm not really spreading myself out that much, but I'll do one more strip down the middle. I just want to make sure my little field's got a good application. So most of this wheat is going to go to the chickens, and we'll do a strip down the guts here. Make sure we're well applicated, and then we shouldn't get weeds because we plowed the field. So we turned it over and made sure all the weeds were churned out of it before we sowed the field. Yeah, bloody hell, I am. Right, let's check that now. Little patch up there. I might just go and whip around and grab that. There's the other thing is during the winter. Oh, there's a bit of a lumpy hump there. What's that? Stump? No, not a stump. During the winter, we could potentially clear out a lot of this these trees down here as well. Get this area nice and flat, ready for a bit of turnaround and potentially storing of more vehicles and stuff. Let's go inside, drive past the chickens. Good morning, chickens. They're out there clucking away. We're a bit laggy today. I don't know what's going on. The game just feels really like it's stuttering for some reason. It's the first time it's done that. So I don't know if it's something to do with my computer or a driver update that's happened and I need to get that looked at. Ooh, where are we going to park you now? Let's put you inside here. Handy having small little tractors. We'll just place you about there. Yeah, having a bit of a stutter, that's for sure. Alright, lovely. Oh, it's half in, half out of cover. It'll be okay. Right, we should also check. Oh, we've got our first tomatoes have spawned. Oh, you beauty. Here's a pallet ready to go. How much are tomatoes, actually? Let's just check that. Check the price. That's not the price. It's in here. Tomatoes. Okay, so show the price fluctuations. Best time is in February and it gets up to about 1,000. We are in November, so we're down near the bottom on our rise up. Okay, what about lettuce? Lettuce gets to 2,000. What? Should we be growing lettuces? I tell you what, we might do a big tomato harvest and then after that we might switch to some lettuces. Okay, and strawberries are 507, but I reckon these come out a lot quicker. Let's check honey. Honey gets up to $2,000 also, and that's so February looks like the best time to sell all those products. Okay, well hopefully we've got a few by then anyway. Let's check our honey. Let's check on the bees. Still not much more. We could buy another bee hive. Really get this cranking up. But there's 55 liters there. Another 47 liters there. I pulled that out of the way because I removed that that spawn point. Righto, well I think we might have... We got any eggs? Oh, we've got our first eggs! You beauty! Good job, chickens. I'm really proud of you. I think by the end of this month, we might have to... what's going on? I can hear a spraying. Oh, it's the greenhouse spraying. I think at the end of the month, we might have a few more products, but let's check this now. Yield bonus 90 plus 98%. I'll take that. That's not too bad. Fertilized, yep. All growing, tickety-boo. Let's check the jobs and see if there's any jobs available for us to do. We're going to have to do it because I think we might want to check the sales also. We could take this baling job. There's a fertilizing job. I could send one of the guys off to go and do that. And there's another harvesting job here. That's... okay, sunflowers. Plenty of plowing and a spraying job. Remove the weeds from field 19. Okay, so we've got a spraying job. Field 19, let's check that because we could pick up the fertilizing and the spraying job for the guys to go and do while I go and... Field 19, wasn't it? While I go and sort out a... it's field 19, we can just use our piece of machine run it, surely. Yeah, field 19. That's why. That's... Our sprayer will do that, no worries. So I might send the guys off to go and do... Actually, you know what? We could go and do that ourselves. Pick up just a few thousand extra dollars. I was thinking about sending them to go and do it while I picked up one of these. I know it's another baling job, but they're so lucrative. And I think we want this baling job here, 43. It seems a pretty straightforward field. Yeah. There's none with the favorite mower that I like, the big butterfly mower. So this one here seems like the one for us. I'm going to accept this, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to bore you guys too much with a lot of the mowing. I'll do some jump cuts with some time lapsing. And then I might bring you back in between while I pick up the spraying job. Let's accept that. We can use our own equipment. And we'll accept the fertilizing. And we'll accept this one here, I think. Yeah, it can't. Two reasons I'll accept this: A, it's worth 9,000. B, it's got an automatic loader, and we're bound to probably make a little bit of money from extra bales. I'm hoping. Plus, it's a what a reward reduced of $491 pounds dollars we're at, which is not bad. So I'm willing to take that. So the amount that we lose on... Where's that job? So this job here will basically cover wages and the leasing cost for this equipment. So that's not too bad. The harvesting job I'm tempted to do just to have a go at it. But this, I really want the money. And I kind of want to get the baling jobs before it's the end of sort of baling season. Probably go right up into winter, but nonetheless. Let's get the fertilizer job done and out of the way. I'll get the guys set up. I shouldn't have taken off the fertilizer, should I? I'll get them set up with the equipment, and I'll get them set up down at the field also. They'll have plenty of fertilizer, that's for sure. So, what field was that again? It was field 41 for fertilizing. Yeah, okay. 41 is there, and we're going to be working in 43. Okay, let's head down there. I really did that badly, didn't I? I might be able to put some sort of a little garden bed around that tree just to give it a bit of protection. It doesn't this time of the year look beautiful. We've still got to pay for our house at some point too. Goodness knows how much that's going to cost. Beacon on, we're about to hit the road. Tractor's all oiled up. You saw me, I had a little workshop, had to put the oil can back just to make sure that all the hydraulics are good to go. Let's go. Ooh, we're facing the wrong way. Yeah, had to do a little bit of maintenance. You gotta do some maintenance now and then. Yeah, we are really lag central. I don't know if there's been an update or a driver. I did a driver update on my PC actually, and it may be just a little incompatible with the game at the moment. We are getting a lot of stuttering. I'm wondering if a restart might just help that. Okay, well I've just done a restart, and it seems to be a little bit better. Sometimes that's all it takes. Still a little bit of stuttering. Yeah, I'm just wondering if it is that driver update. I'll have to have a look into it after I finish the day's episode. I'm a little bit sad at the moment too because I apologise if there's a bit of bleeding through of sound. As my headset broke. I broke my headset, and I was anyone that caught the live stream or has watched that video of Transport Fever 2 yesterday on the weekend, I was sitting there and it looked like a little flap hanging out on the side, one of my earmuffs. So I was really disappointed because I love that headset so much. It's been a really good headset. I could potentially fix it, but I've got my eye on another one anyway at some point. So I apologise if there's going to be a little bit of bleed through today. I'll be playing with the volume. I'll turn the volume right down, right like that. How's that? You guys will still be able to hear the volume normally. I'll just have it on a lot lower. Right, so field 41's down here. I'm going to do, hopefully this field's pretty straightforward for these guys. I'm going to do the the ends of the headlands. I'm going to let the AI, then if it's Gary or Rachel, I'm not too sure. Potentially take over and see how they go with the rest of it. Oh no, we weeded this one. Oh, we've done this field already. Alright, let's check that. So, field 5, but there's so many trucks going past us. The Monday morning, Monday-itis. I reckon the computer's got a bit of Monday-itis as well. So, fertilising, yeah, okay, we are doing this one. Right, let's, as I said, I'm going to do this headland a bit. I'm going to do it at each end as well. And we'll go up here. And I'll do the other headland, and then I'll set Rachel or Gary off, and then we'll head over and start getting set up for our job, which is just across over there, actually, just over there, field 43. Oh, this will take no time. I'm wondering if we should just do this ourselves and be done with it. You know what? I think I might. Hey, who's ever fertilized going in reverse? Ham has, that's who. Yeah, I'll just do one more strip up the middle. It'll be silly to get an employee for this. We'll put Gary or Rachel on the weeding job, I think. See how they go with that. See, they might struggle, but they may not. I'll do the headlands for them again. That field's a little bit bigger. Alright, and then this should be it. Doesn't use a lot of fertilizer, this machine. It's quite good, isn't it? Oh, the crows are coming down to eat some of the fertilizer. Wonder how much this little field is. Right, we completed on that one. Lovely. Right, so that's going to cover our leasing costs anyway, and some wages. So I'm quite chuffed about that. Sometimes in the game you just don't have a plan really. You have to, I guess it's a bit like real life in farming. You kind of have to just take it as it comes. Lucky for us in this game, we've got the ability to take on contracts. And I think at this early stage, we're just, me sort of still learning a lot about the game. I'm just kind of silly not to take that advantage because it's all learning for me. And I know I'm doing a lot of baling jobs, but they're so lucrative at the moment. And if I want to be buying all my own gear so we can not lease stuff in the future, we're going to have to do that. Oh, on the curb. On the curb, there's Herb. Herb and Larry out for a walk. Hey lads. Right, we'll just put this here. Yeah, that'll be fine. Oh, there's that bloomin' tree again. Go around the stone pile. And we'll hook up the sprayer. Okay. Good job. How much have we gotten that actually? Oh, we've got plenty. I don't even think we need to refill it up. Okay, so field 19's up the top. We can go... I don't know if we can go left. We have to go right. Let's try and go left. Oh, I don't know where this is going to take us. I don't think we can get out onto the road from here. No. Unless we go down this tree line. Oops, let's not do this too many times. Drive on this people's field. Yeah. I should have gone right, but it's one way anyway, going out there. Alright, well, we'll just keep that on the down low. Don't tell anyone I did that. Just like, don't tell the people I drove over their farm to get the water out of this this area. That's another thing. We probably should check on the water in the greenhouse as well. Now, this is the thing for incomes. We could be buying another greenhouse, another beehive, and really ramping up those productions. I think that'll come. Where's this field 19? How do we get to it? Down here on the right. Do we have to go down here? Oh, there's a road down there. Okay, there's an entrance up here. Oh, that's little field 18. How much that one is. Yeah, I wonder how much this little field over here on the right is. It's another sort of weirdly shaped one, like field 12. Okay, so this is the field we're doing. This is going to be a bit of an odd shape for the gang to sort out. See how we go here. Yeah, already missed a part there, Ham. Yeah, no worries. It'll be fine. It's fairly open field. I think they might be all right. Right, so we'll sort of, oh, the track, yeah, she's handling it beautifully with that engine upgrade. No worries. There's poor little Zetor. I tell you what, this tractor, I think we're going to keep it right until the very end. It'd be too sad to get rid of it after all the work it's going to be doing and doing. Hard to see with the tree line. Beautiful. 22% complete. Now, this, because of the shape of this field, it is going to be a little bit tough for the AI to adjust to. And I might just do another header up the other end. Alright guys, good luck. Who's in the hot seat? That's Gary. Okay, Gary's got the good glasses on and everything. Right, let's head back. Here we are. What are we picking up? Ooh, okay. This is a big bopper. This won't take long to mow at all. Let's get this all hooked up. All right, we're off. We're off to field 43. Let's just check our map. It'll be a bit of a save. It's definitely down here next to that big one. So we're going to scoot up this road down all the way into here. I've mowed this one before, and this one's looks a lot easier. This one was really tight to get in and around here. Oops, we don't want that. No. I'm always forever doing that. Put our beacons on as well. Alright, steering seems really sensitive in this compared to the little Zetor. How's power steering, hey? Lovely. makes turning so much easier. Alright. Let's get down to that field and have a look at it. Right. Oh, this field seems like it should be quite nice. Right, let's get this unpacked. Lowered. On. Lowered. On. Alright. How are we looking there? Pretty Gucci. So obviously, the more we can do, the better for us. Clearly, we want to get right to these edges, I think, if we can. Without clipping the tree. I knew that I could see that coming. Yeah, so I think this will be a series of jump cuts. How's Gary? Is Gary still going up there on that field? Yep, he's still going. Series of jump cuts. 91% complete. Oh, good job, Gaza. Fast forwarding, and we'll go check out Gary a little bit later. Oh, it's completed anyway. We'll leave that over there. So that job's already done for us. That's a good little money earner actually. So it cost us next to nothing to get that field done. And I pretty much did most of it anyway. I probably should have just done it all myself. But hey, he can finish it off while I get this started. Alright guys, I'm going to knock into this really quickly today. We're not going to muck around with it too much. And I'll see you guys at the end of it. Okay, quick update. With just the baling, wrapping and selling to go on this job, it's pretty painless, I gotta be honest. Look at this, someone's thrown the giveaway sign in the middle of the field. Oh, I tell you, some people... Can we move this? Some people have no respect for the law. I don't know who that was. You wouldn't have seen me do it at all or drive all over it. I wonder if we can... We can't exactly put it up. We'll just throw it over there. Like nothing happened. If it's not on the field, it didn't happen by us, okay? Alright? Someone's knocked it over. No. But yeah, honestly, I tell you what, that field's much easier than this one. This one was kind of a bit harder down in there. Sorry about the driving and the camera work. Yeah, that field was a bit tougher but prettier because it's right on the river. Alright, let's just see what this is on. We want to have it on. Changed. Oh, well, they're big. 240, 180, 220. We'll leave it on 220. And I think we'll. Oh, we can set it. Oh, it's a push baler. Okay. So. Oh, that's it. We're not wrapping them. We're literally just baling and selling. This is an even quicker job than I thought. It says that we're going to be wrapping the bales. Is this a square baler though? And can we wrap square bales? I'm a little... And I didn't see the wrapper up there unless it's part of the automatic trailer pickup thingy. Well, this is interesting. I'm intrigued now how this is all going to work. These thick swaths though are always going to be a little bit more challenging because they're so much thicker and because I was really squiggly when I did them. But yeah, so you're probably sitting at home watching this going, you can wrap bale squares or you can't, you're stuffed. Either way, I'm really unsure. It's all learning for me, so we might be out of pocket by having to lease some kind of a wrapper. I don't know. But yeah, grass bale's coming out. Okay, I'm going to continue on, guys. I'll see you when we have a little bit more understanding on what the heck's going on. Finishing up the last swath here. I'm going to go with, I don't know how many are produced. I'm going to go with 25. I have a gut feeling about 24 or 25. So I'm going to say 25 and hope that it's more. But it could be less. I don't know what you're thinking at home, how many it could be, or if you've been able to keep count. I don't know how I'm going to edit this yet. But that's pretty much it. I'm not going to run around. We're not going to get a whole bale out of what's left because I pretty much soaked up everything. So let's I think we have to B Y. Yep. BBY. Then we can hit the X button and pack that up. And then we can take this back home. Oop, hello little car. You know what? After all the baling jobs we've done, it's nice to be thrown a bit of a curveball and something I haven't tried, because this is what it's about. This is what the game's about all the different kinds of things you can do and learn. Right, there is a wrapper there. Okay, is it a round bale wrapper? I don't know. I've never seen the rectangle square bales be be wrapped. This is supposed to do square bales. It looks, I guess, like a bit like it can. We're about to find out. It looks really cool. I'll give you that. It's a really cool looking bit of kit. Right, 23 was close. I said 24 to 25. I feel like that's not too bad, guys. In total, we've done 186 bales on this playthrough so far. That's quite a lot. All right, now here's the pièce de résistance, where we get to see what this does. Let's unpack it. So it's going to pick up from the side. We have to turn it on. I hit. I don't think we have to turn it on. Turn on automatic drop. Is it just drive up to it and see? Here we go. Yep. Holy snapping duckfish. It's a square bale wrapper. Well, that's something to behold. And then you just drive off. Oh no, we're not gonna have it in time. Why not? I feel like that's probably not the best shot either. Maybe we'll go with something like that. Let's get a better shot. Maybe this sort of an angle. There we go. Here's our shot for the day. So we just bring this up and we bring it up again, and then we hit the up arrow because that was the last one we used. Hit enter. And that is how you use console commands, for anyone that wants to know. Because this game is just really pretty. Alright, I'm going to do a bit of driving around and grabbing them as I go. Well, I've got to be honest, even after all the baling jobs we've done on this map so far, it is really nice to be surprised. I dead set thought that we were going to fail this mission after all that effort I'd put in, purely because I thought the game had stuffed up and given me a round wrapper job for with square bales. But we live and learn, don't we? That's the whole point. Like, I keep going on. Right, I'll get the trailer and we'll get these picked up and sold off, and then we can get into we need to check the sales. We'll definitely need to check the sales, and depending on how much money we've got is depending on whether we're going to buy a potato farm, something out of the sales. Or I just don't know. Either way, we're gonna we're gonna spend money to make money. I always say that. And we're not in debt. We don't owe money to anyone. We are short a lot of equipment though, especially for harvesting. We don't own a trailer, which would be quite handy. Silos are expensive to buy if we want to store our own grain, let alone bring potatoes into the equation, right? So it would be really nice to have that field next door though as well. Yeah. All right, we'll crack on. We'll see you down there when we've got them pretty much well picked up. So say we've got 23 bales on us and only 20 are used to finish the contract on this job. Are the last 3 silage bales, do they remain silage for us, or do they reset back to non-silage and then we'd have to wait for them to ferment over time before we can actually sell them off as silage bales? That's something that I am unsure and unaware of, and something that I might test out right now, because that could determine whether or not we make a lot more money on this job than what we would otherwise. So what, 7 is 50%, so we're going 14 for a load, which is actually not too bad. So we'll see. Oh, I caught in the wheel. We'll see if 14 completes the job or not, but we'll get a good idea anyway on what percentage of the job will be complete. There's a little field 41 that we were working on earlier, that we've done the weeding and the fertilising for them now. Okay, take a wide berth, don't hit any signposts and things. I gotta be honest, I'm still not used to the power steering in this tractor. I wonder if my settings have been reset. My steering sensitivity after the driver update also. It's weird if it does that. It can't have done that. No, maybe not. Okay, here's our drop-off point, just to the left. Wonder if we can turn around. Is that the exit out there? Okay. Right, back it around this way. Straighten it up. Here we go. Try that, buddy. I think we're just in. Give it a little bit more backwards. See if this is 100% or what percentage this is. Look at the way it just drops it and stacks it. Is that it? Nice. Percentage are we at? Contract on field 43 is finished. Have we just filled up that tub as well? Possibly just have. Right, let's get that packed up. Right, so the contract's finished and we've still got, what, 10? Oh, one. These are silage. Oh, perfect. We will sell these off, but I think this actual silage pit is full. Yeah, it's full. So we won't be selling to the biogas plant anytime soon. All right. Well, there you go. Luckily, so it was only 12 bales completed the job, and 12 bales that filled up. So we're in for a bit of money here, people. I think. All right, let's head back to the farm and pick up the rest of our bales. Where are we going to sell these? Silage. We want this one. No, I always do the wrong one. We want silage. Animal dealer. It's a better price at the animal dealer. I wonder if that's just because they bought all that. Also, check when fluctuations are the best. November. So then it's not too bad now. We may as well just sell it all off and get the cash now. But extra $30 per what? How many liters? Too sure. Probably not a bad thing to have, to be honest. Right, can we do a swing around, tight swing here? Without taking out the road sign, because we don't take out road signs. We're good drivers, see? Just to prove that it wasn't me that did that last time. Okay, lucky last one. We'll get this on, and I'll just double check that we do have silage here. It's not showing. I want that one, but please, that button. Square bale silage. Silage. Yeah, okay. Almost 4,000 litres worth of silage. Right. Let's get it sold to the animal dealer. Oh, he sounds like the collector out of Avengers or out of the Marvel Universe. Let's go to the animal dealer. Yeah, definitely going to have to check my sensitivity. That is for sure. Right, let's get you backed up. And let's get you unpacked and sold. Oh my gosh, that is the best we've had yet. Oh my gosh. Oh. Right, let's tell the guys of the workshop they can come and pick that up. Let's hand these jobs in. Hand these contracts in. First of all, we'll collect this one. Lovely. And then we'll collect our money for this one. Collect. That puts us at a whopping $50,000. Let's pack this tractor up and head on home. And we'll check out, oh jeez, back in the old girl here. She definitely doesn't have power steering like that beautiful tractor we were just in. Yeah, the steering's definitely a bit slower in this, but I still want to check to make sure that the settings haven't changed for me. Yeah, good day's work. Really had me going there for a little bit with those square bales. I'll be honest. I think one thing is for sure. Oh, no, nothing is for sure at the moment. I was going to say we're going to buy that potato farm. That's not for sure. Purely because I still haven't checked the sales. And if the sales aren't good, I don't know if we risk the good price on the potato field by sleeping another day. Hard to know. Or we could end up with 3 fields. Field 12 and the field next to us. I don't know if that's field 11 or not. Or field 6, I think it is. Let's put yeah, we'll put it back. I was going to say leave it attached. You know me, I always unattach things and then they're needed like straight away again. Yeah, we'll unattach it. We'll pull into the workshop. Okay, let's check a couple of things here. First of all, no, we're checking the wrong thing. We're also moving weirdly. P, sales. Okay, what have we got here? We've got ooh. So it's a tedder, is it? Oh, it's a weeder. Right, we do have a sprayer. $7,000. Oh, I tell you what. Weeders pull out small grown weeds between crops, improving the field's state. They can only be used in the first growing stages of crops. It's only $7,000. Pretty cheap. And what have we got here? A spader. Spader prepares the fields for the next sowing. Can be used instead of a plow. It's $29,000. I feel like you need a half decent vehicle to tow it. So no, nothing for us there. Now, last but not least, this is what we want to know. Well, not last but not least. We want to buy field 6, right? We know that field 6 has potatoes. In fact, there's not a lot of potato fields around here. It's only that one, and that one, that one, and that one. Right, so even if we leased, when it came to time to harvesting that and we saw these crop up, maybe we lease the equipment for our farm and we do these ones at the same time to make a little bit of extra cash. I'm thinking that's not a bad option. Okay, field 11. What's field 11's grass and so's field 12. Let's see how much they are. They want 43,000 for that. That was cheaper the other day. Was it? I think it was. This is 14,000 and they want too much for that. And they want way too much for that. I'm still thinking field 6. Let's sleep tonight. Let's sleep on it, guys. And that'll take us into next month. And maybe, look, we've even got a wheelbarrow. Look at our little, I've managed to put in a bit of a ladder. The ladder's easy so I can either get into here now. So I can get into the chickens. And then I just have to climb back out. But yeah. And I managed to find a place to put this little crate, which used to be over there in our little garden that we had originally. So that's under the tree now. And yeah, just a little bit of a wheelbarrow for all the work I do. And leftover barrel. But yeah, really loving how the place is coming along. Let's have a nap. And get into the next month. Yeah, why not? Well, it'll give us a chance to check the sales as well. Right, let's head back down. We are into December. And it's a sunny day. How are we doing eggs-wise? Still not that many. How are you guys doing for food? Is there a way to check on them? I think you have to check in through here. Productivity 100%. We've got 19 chickens. Okay. And food, we're still okay with food for a bit. Any more tomatoes? No more tomatoes, but we need to check the water, so let's do that. Water, we're fine. We got plenty of water. Okay. Yeah, lettuces. Lettuces seem to make more money. I wonder if they are a bit slower. I wonder if tomatoes just produce a little bit quicker. That's why the price difference is so different. And honey. How's our honey doing? Ooh, more honey. Keep it coming, guys. We want to sell off a good load of stuff at some point. Okay. Let's check the sales, see if there's any more sales. There is. That trailer's still for sale. A forklift. Oh god, that'd be nice to have. We can buy it, but we don't need it. And what's this? We don't need any of that stuff. Let's check the price of field 6. Minus 6%. It's become cheaper. I wonder if it would be cheaper again in January or one more sleep. It's definitely cheaper. Can we afford to buy a trailer if we do that? Trailers are expensive. Really best to try and get one on sale, isn't it? Crikey's. That little tiddler. That might really help us though. Is that one for 3.5? This is our best option for 11,500. Bugger. Looks like we're going to be owning a potato field. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the now proud owners of Field 6. We now have 2 fields. Let's go up and check it out, see what kind of work might need to be done to it. Either way, this is an upgrade field size from that one, that is for sure. And now we own even more land adjoined. So, fertilize 50%. So next time out we're going to have to put another fertilizer on it. Crop type potatoes. Are there potatoes in it, or it needs... What? Is there nothing in it? Is that what's going on? I'm actually confused at this. I feel like there's potatoes in it. Crop type potatoes. Why does it say needs plowing? Alright, we'll have a look at that next time out anyway. But either way, even if it doesn't have potatoes in it, we can put a crop in it ourselves, which we've got plenty of seed to do that. We don't have potatoes to plant. We do have our own seed. So that could be... That's definitely going to be next episode. We're going to check on that. Am I wrong in saying that that is... It definitely says it's potatoes. It'd be good to go... You know, we might go and have a drive and check out these other fields as well. See what they're like. Okay. If anyone knows and anyone's watching along, please help me out and let me know if in fact our field 6 is planted, or if see, it's got these furrows through it. It makes me think that it has been planted. I don't know what all that is on top. It says it needs plowing though, but there's other fields that have potatoes in them that need plowing also. Like field 57, I'm pretty sure that was. Okay. Hey dears, get off my new land. We're slowly on the takeover though. Next field will probably be the one up there, or field 12 as well. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I've been Van Ham. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification for more content. Thanks for all your support so far going on. Let me know what you think, thoughts are. Please let me know what you think about that potato field. I'm desperate to know what the go is with that, as I'm still learning all of this. But yeah, hope you enjoyed today's episode. Almost had me stumped with those square balers, and that's it. Until next time, stay safe wherever you are. Stay glued to your screen, and I'll see you then.